While movement and motor skills are an important aspect of physical education, fitness and exercise are also a key component of the PE curriculum in the elementary grades. In this slideshow, you're going to get an understanding of this key component and how it relates to the teaching of PE. As was mentioned in a prior slideshow, there are 5 overarching standards in PE. Standards 3 and 4 relate to fitness and exercise. In Standard 3, students are asked to assess and maintain their own level of fitness to improve their own health and performance. And in Standard 4, the focus is on understanding the concepts, principles, and strategies behind how to improve one's health and performance. Understanding fitness relates to 5 key components that are covered at each grade level within the elementary curriculum. Fitness concepts, aerobic capacity, muscular strength and endurance, flexibility, and body composition. At every grade level, students have standards they have to meet in each of these areas. The first component of understanding fitness relates to developing students' awareness of fitness concepts, and that entails understanding why participating in physical activities is important, why warming up and cooling down is important, how to utilize correct body position when you're moving objects, and why water, oxygen, and food are important elements to take in when you're exercising. Aerobic capacity is another aspect of understanding fitness, and it relates to the ability of the heart, blood vessels, and respiratory system to deliver oxygen for an extended period of time. The purpose of this particular aspect of fitness is to help students understand how to develop their own aerobic capacity and how the different organs of the body respond when one does an aerobic type of an activity. The goals for students related to aerobic capacity are that they exercise 3 to 4 days a week, and that they, when engaging in these exercises, that they increase their breathing and heart rate. Muscular strength and endurance is another key aspect of fitness. It relates to the ability of muscles to exert force over an extended period of time. And with respect to students, they need to be able to identify muscles in their body, muscle groups, and know how to strengthen different muscle groups via exercise. Some examples of strength and endurance exercises that students are to participate in involve abdominal curls and oblique curls to strengthen the abdominal area. Exercises related to the upper body involve modified push-ups, traditional push-ups, and tricep push-ups. When students reach 4th grade, they begin to understand the concept of fitness from the standpoint of the frequency at which they do an exercise or an activity, the intensity of that activity, the time, and the type of exercise they're doing, with the purpose being that students start setting their own personal goals for improving their fitness. The fitness test that is required of students begins in 5th grade. And this particular test has 6 areas. The students are scored in these 6 areas and then classified into one of 2 scoring components. Either they're in the healthy fitness zone or they're in the needs improvement zone. And the goal is that all students will test within the healthy fitness zone. Flexibility is also a component of fitness, and related to flexibility, the intent here is that students understand and begin to develop their skills in bending and moving their joints through a full range of motion and why that might be important to do and how to do it safely. As part of understanding flexibility, students participate in stretches during cool down. And you see some examples here of some stretches that students are to participate in during that cool down period. And these are other exercises also to be used after participating in a physical activity. Contraindicated exercises are exercises that students should not do because they've shown that they could cause injury. So these are exercises that, while we may have done them in the past, are no longer appropriate to teach students. The last category related to physical fitness is body composition, and this relates to the proportion of body fat to lean body mass. The intent here is that students understand why it's important to engage in physical activity and how the body, when it does engage in physical activity, is able to consume calories and burn fat, and what type of calories you might want to take in order to keep the ratio of fat to lean body mass in a healthy range.